So, hello, my name is Kazu Draws, but if you know this channel, then you might remember me as Senpai9251. Back then, I was somewhat known on this animation app called Anime Maker. I first joined around 2016, and honestly, I was terrible. Like, genuinely awful at animation. I had no idea what I was doing, and after a while, I just stopped animating altogether. But then something weird happened. As the years went on, I kept watching anime, studying scenes without even realizing it. And one day, animation just clicked for me. Suddenly, movement started making sense. So around 2017 to 2018, I started posting seriously on Anime Maker. I wanted to portray myself as a nice, wholesome, peaceful guy that just wanted to post art, but then, down the line, I started spiraling down into the dark side. I'll get into it later, not in this one. And at first, it was just mediocre black and white animations, nothing crazy, but I kept improving little by little. Then I started experimenting with color. And back then, there wasn't even a bucket tool. So if I wanted color, I had to manually render the whole thing. But honestly, that struggle taught me a lot about how hard animation is. After that, I started making fan art, one-frame animations, and eventually met a bunch of really cool creators on the app. We'd collaborate on contests and random projects like that. And for the first time, creating art actually felt fun. I kept posting consistently. Most of my animations will get maybe to 30 to 100 views, sometimes 200 if I got lucky. But every now and then I'd see a huge creator on the app pulling insane numbers. And instead of discouraging me, it made me hungry. I wanted to reach that level too. Then, one day, I made a loop animation based on the dancing girl from Mei. And for some reason, the animation absolutely exploded. Overnight, I got pushed into the app's recommendation section, which was basically the front page of Anime Maker, and suddenly, views, followers, comments, everything skyrocketed. For the first time, I felt like people actually knew who I was, so I kept grinding, posting art almost every single day because I was terrified of becoming irrelevant. But eventually, burnout hit. I slowed down, started posting less and less. Then later on, I got involved in some controversy during a challenge I participated in. I'm not really gonna go into the details, but it got pretty bad for a while. Thankfully, the creator of the challenge helped calm everything down, but after the whole situation, I stopped seeing the app the same way. I saw the ugly side of online communities, the hate, the harassment, and honestly, it killed my motivation. So eventually, I moved on. I started posting on mainstream platforms like Instagram, Twitter, DeviantArt, TikTok, and YouTube. During that transition, I changed my name. I stopped calling myself Senpai9251 because eventually I looked at the name and thought, yeah, cringe. So I became Kazu Draws. The name came from my original character, Kazuki, and I started using it in random games and social apps, and eventually it just stuck. Now these days, I mostly post on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. Funny enough, the numbers feel really familiar. Most posts get around like 1 to 50 views, sometimes 100, and occasionally something random blows up. One of my TikToks actually hit over 1 million views because I jumped on the trend really early, and that pushed me around 2K followers, which was insane to me. I've also had some of my work noticed by creators I genuinely looked up to. I even worked as an emote artist for some shorts made by the YouTuber Dahi Denogla. And one of my animations based on the Higuruma meme got noticed by Elastic Droid, which he reposted. Kinda cool. I never expected that thing to happen. And right now, just sitting. Sometimes I would join people on the stream on either Scriblio or Gartic phone to try to gain followers from them. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. My job takes up most of my time, and when I finally do get free time, I usually spend it on gaming or watching anime, and maybe sleeping. No, a lot of sleeping. But in the back of my mind, I still want this. I still want to create. And I still want to make videos. Because nowadays, putting yourself out there matters more than ever. And I know if I really want this, I need to commit. So, that's why I'm putting myself out there, hence this video. And I'll say this one more time. Hello, YouTube. My name is Kazu Draws. If you gotta do it, man, hope I never jug it. God, everybody just nobody really do it. None, I don't want this to feel, hear me